After making the Red Dead Redemption 2 secrets video the other day, I said that if it did pretty well, I'll make another one. So today, here we are. Welcome all, you're listening to Phil of Filbee Gaming. Once again, we're going to be looking at things that some players may have missed, whether this be locations in the game, hidden clothing, or character secrets or interactions, for example. You may know some of them, or even all of them, depending on how much time you've put into the game, or you may not know any. If you can think of any hidden things that you believe most players may have missed, feel free to let us know down in the comment section. Please be aware that there may be spoilers ahead for the game. Just before we get into today's video, I want to quickly take a moment to talk to you guys about NordVPN. NordVPN is an incredible application that performs a whole number of tasks for your internet safety. It provides a secure, high-speed VPN, has an excellent malware system protecting your computer from malicious websites by automatically scanning any downloaded files and deleting them if necessary. It also has a tracker and advert blocker against those irritating pop-ups. But I have to say that my favourite feature of NordVPN is the ability to virtually change your location. This is a big plus for gaming fans out there. Is there a game you want to buy but it isn't available in your country, or maybe it's a bit cheaper somewhere else? With NordVPN, just a few clicks will change your location setting, giving you the ability to purchase your desired game. With 60 countries to choose from, the game has to be cheaper somewhere else, right? Right now, they have some incredible deals, but the best one, which is the one I purchased myself, is called the Complete Deal, which is available at 59% off. So instead of almost $340 per year, it's on sale for less than $140. That's only £5.71 per month for all your gaming and streaming pleasure. You can find this exclusive offer by using the link I provided in the video description. With that being said, I hope you guys all enjoyed today's video, and let's begin. 15 secrets still unseen by some players, part 2. To start us off today, I want to take us over to the old battlefield known as Bolger Glade. Many players will have seen this area already, but what I think most may not have noticed is what happens if you hang around the area between midnight and 3 AM during a thunderstorm. Above the powerful sounds of the rain, you can hear the ghostly voices of the former soldiers who lost their lives on this very battlefield. For number 2, while we're on the topic of former soldiers, let's take a look at something in New Hanover, to the northeast of Emerald Ranch. A lot of players may have encountered a man who's seemingly a little strange. He's a soldier who still believes that the Civil War is in action, and refuses to leave his post. This man introduces himself as Captain Hayden Russell, and believes that the year is 1862. It's a slightly sad tale, but that's not what I wanted to show you all. We can see that Captain Russell has been abandoned, as no one came to relieve him of his post or in fact tell him that the war was over. It seems that he wasn't the only one. Just slightly north of his position, in the woods, players can find a former field hospital that still contains the bodies of wounded soldiers. Nobody came to collect these guys neither. Number 3. There's a hidden Denim scout jacket that can be acquired by performing a simple camp request for the gang's cook, Pearson. This can sometimes be a little tough to initiate, but I'm going to show you exactly how it can be done. I triggered this at the very start of Horseshoe Overlook, but it may be available at later camps. I'm not entirely sure. For starters, you need to have a very low health score. During the morning time, Pearson will be around his cooking station. You need to catch him when he's behind his table, drinking from a bottle. If you try to interact with him and he presents you with both a greet and antagonize option, this isn't going to trigger. It will only work when the greet option is available. Greeting him will trigger a conversation.
Mr. Pearson?
You all right there, Mr. Morgan?
Sure.
You look a little peaky.
Peaky.
Peaky? Tell you what, you find me a rabbit and I'll make you my special soup. Put the hair on your chest, get you feeling perfect.
I just need a rabbit.
It's my special rabbit soup. It's a work of art. I learned the recipe in the Indies. Riddled with scurvy I was, then one bowl. And I was fine.
Thank you.
So off you go to grab yourself a rabbit. The quality of the pelt makes no difference, as I used a poor carcass. Be sure not to skin the rabbit, as you'll need to take it back in one piece. When you do so, simply deliver it to Pearson's table, the same way you would donate any other provisions. You'll be rewarded with the jacket, which you can now find at the clothing station by your bed. It's under the Scout Jacket section. In at number 4, there's something interesting in one of the rock faces at Roanoke Ridge, slightly east of the loft. Head to the location I've marked on the map and face west towards the tunnel. If you look slightly to your right, upon the cliff face, you'll find the remains of a fossilized gentleman embedded in the rock. Arthur can note this down in his journal. How the man ended up there remains a mystery. Number 5 today takes us on over to the town of Blackwater. Of course, you'll have to wait until you reach the epilogue to do this, but myself, with the use of mods, I was able to travel there as Arthur. Throughout the town, there are 5 separate locations that contain these strange Aztec-style printings. I'm showing you 2 separate ones, but I've marked the locations of all 5 upon the map for you to explore yourself. This is also in the shape of yet another pentagram in the game. Number 6. For players venturing to the northern region of the map, in the wooded area near Dover Hill, you may encounter a man hiding in a tree. You can find him at the location I've marked here. As you draw closer, he will begin to yell at you to clear away. Dressed in rags, this hermit believes himself to be the king of the forest.
So you're the king?
I thought I told you to go away.
You did.
Well, you haven't.
Why would I listen to you? You're a hermit.
I am not a hermit. I'm the king. The king!
For number 7, we need to head to Roanoke Ridge, just northeast of Elysian Pool. It's at this location that I've marked that the player can come across a strange formation of trees. If you position yourself just right, you can see that the shape of the trees spell out a word, WHY. There are also strange burn markings on the ground, and if you visit these trees during a stormy night, you'll see exactly why. In at number 8, the Devil's Cave. If you venture to the far western edge of the map, just off Little Creek River, players are able to find a remote trail leading up the mountainside. It's towards the end of the pathway where you discover a cave in the rock face. Entering inside, you will soon discover man-made objects such as a bridge and lamps lighting the way. The place feels haunted as the bridge begins to swing dramatically of its own accord. But for those who dare to continue on, you will eventually discover a peculiar character, a man whom at first claims he's the devil.
Go away, please. Why don't you turn around and go back to the light? Okay, I'm not the devil, but I want to be. I want to be. And that's even worse. I'm a nasty man. Go away. I don't want you here. Is that so bad? Wanting solitude? Wanting loneliness? Wanting anything but you? Go away.
Number 9. The world of Red Dead Redemption has a whole lot of history, and exploring the map can reveal certain elements of its previous inhabitants. If you travel to this small island just off Clemens Point, you will discover a ship run aground. Explore inside the wreckage and you'll be able to grab yourself a special hat, formerly belonging to a pirate. To complete this gear, secondly head to another small island, south of Caliga Hall, where you'll come across the remains of the same pirate, who has now crashed a smaller boat too. On his person is the broken pirate sword. While we're on the subject of historical clothing, if players were to head up to this location in Roanoke Valley, they will discover a former Viking site that Arthur will make a note of in his journal, referring to it as an old tomb. Exploring these ruins can reward the player with both a Viking hatchet and helmet. Number 10 on today's list is a stranger interaction that I think some players are yet to encounter. If you are to roam the woods west of South Shield Flats during nightfall, there's a chance that you may come across some rather prejudicial men and are able to witness a scene play out. There are multiple interactions with these people, but I believe this is the first.
But today, we grow one stronger. As we anoint a new brother. Into our sacred cause. Please step forward and kneel. Do you choose to accept the light?
Yes, sir. Yeah. Oh, here we go. All right.
Come on. There we go. The eternal light shines. Wait! Where y'all going? Come back! Come back!
For 11, we're heading to New Hanover, near to the oil fields at the location I've marked. Right here, there's a strange rock full of carvings. Inspecting this will reveal this to be called the Register Rock. The carvings inscripted show the names or initials of travellers who have passed by. These include legendary gunslingers Billy Midnight and Frank Heck, and the thuggish Scott Gray, plus many, many more. Number 12. Although it's pegged as a tourist attraction, the town of Strawberry has its fair share of shady characters. One such character is the general store owner, Chip Cooper. He seems such a friendly character at first, but keen-eyed players may have spotted a secret of his. If you search the outside of Chip's store, you can find a small window peeking into his basement. When inspecting, players will discover that the gentle businessman is in fact brewing his own moonshine. And remember, this is supposed to be a dry town. With this information, Arthur can now perform a robbery on Chip, under the agreement that if he tells on him, he'll lose his side business. For number 13, we're sticking to the town of Strawberry. The mayor of the town is one Nicholas Timmons. He is newly elected and claims to have exciting plans about Strawberry. After a few interactions with Nicholas, the player can learn a little of his history. For example, he states he has a wife, was a former professor at Princeton, and was driven away from his home after nasty rumours began to circulate him. If players are able to loot the corpse of the mayor, they will discover a letter from his sister. I won't read the letter out, but for those wishing to do so, I'll leave it on screen for a few moments so you can pause. The long and short of the letter states that the mayor was never married and was driven from his home after it was revealed that he was having a secret relationship with another male professor. This professor is heavily rumoured to be Cecil, the clerk at the Strawberry Welcome Centre, where the mayor resides. A quick one for you at number 14 today, and it's in the bayou. At the location I've marked on the map, on the bed of the Camisar River, players can find a very unique vehicle. This boat is completely accessible and can be rowed at your convenience. Lastly today, we have number 15, the Disgraced Grave. Overlooking the frozen lake of Barrow Lagoon, there is a cabin known as Planter's Bone. Searching this cabin, players can find, among other items, a newspaper clipping that reads simply, "Talented ice skater's career cut short in terrible accident." On the same table is a cigarette card of Felix Hawley, part of the World Champions collection. Heading back outside, just to the left, is the grave of Felix. Immediately, players will notice that the site has been defaced and somebody has taken the time to dig up the grave. Also, painted across the headstone are the words "No ice in hell." It would appear that Felix Hawley had himself a sworn enemy, although we are unclear as to who exactly. Guys, you've been listening to Phil of Filbee Gaming. If you enjoyed today's video and wish to see more like it, be sure to hit like and subscribe and share with friends and family or anyone you feel might enjoy content like this. Do you know of any secrets you think other players may not have known about? Let us know in the comment section below. You can also find me over on Instagram too if you wish to get in touch. That's at Filbee Gaming. Don't forget that if you're interested in purchasing NordVPN at the incredible discount, to visit the link I've provided in the video description. Please remember that the offer ends on February 8th, 2023. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.